Not Move Podcast presents the Ringside Rewind, your weekly whiplash recap of everything happening on Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown.
Every twist, every pop, every powerbomb, we're breaking it all down.
If it shook the ropes, we've got it. Stream it everywhere you get your podcasts.
Hey everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Robert with the Not Move Podcast, and you already know who I got with me, the one, the only, Boombox. Man, how you doing today?
Man, I'm doing fantastic. It was a huge week, behind us and some big things coming ahead, so I can't wait to get into it.
So, let's first off, let's talk about what we got going on next week, man. I think y'all are gonna be surprised with what y'all got to hear. Yes, the Not Move Podcast made a call out to the JJ Jones community. Actually, the whole wrestling community. Any of y'all want to come up here and try to take us on any day of the week, we're ready. Wrestling knowledge, we got it. But the JJ Jones community accepted the challenge. We got guys like Hot Rod. We got guys like Texas in there. You got Tom. They got a team. But don't count us out, man. We got guys like Boombox. Man, Boom, let them know how far your wrestling history goes. Don't give them too much.
Yo, it's simple. You know what? You told me a lot about these guys. You told me that they know their stuff. Good, because if they trying to go toe to toe, they're gonna need every bit that they got. I'm gonna put the whole crew to the test. Let's see if they can stand up to the heat. I hope they can.
Okay, and we also got Yukon in here, man. He knows his Yukon will be here for the show. He's on the way. He'll be here soon. But Yukon will also be a part of this masterful trivia night against the JJ Jones community versus the Not Move Podcast. So y'all get ready. You got 3 sharp hitters versus 3 sharp hitters. This is going to be a match, man. This is going to be like the Bloodline versus Royce Keys, Jacob Fatu in LA. Or, not said Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa and LA Knight, man. That's what this is going to be like. Or you know what? Yeah, no, you know what? We can't give them no hints. We can't let them know how far history goes, man. Because then, they're going to get us. So, let's get into this, Zip. Before we really get into the show, y'all, let's shout out Fantasy Dailies, man. Zip, can you let them know about the fantasy draft thing?
Yeah, I'll be glad to. Fantasy Dailies is an excellent football site. Actually, they do more than just football. They constantly stay on top of all the latest news and moves and trades and everything. Any sort of movement involved in all sports, they're on top of it. It just happens to be that I took a serious interest into their fantasy football, and it is one of the best platforms I have ever played for them. I did their mock draft. I'm actually going to be on it this year. I'm going to organize. I enjoyed it so much that I'm organizing a league that I usually do for another site. We're going to be switching over to this one because of the ease of, not only the ease of use, but the information that comes with it. It's really well done. It's fantastic. They've also have NFL trivia for those of you who are hardcore into that, with games and prizes to be won. You know what? This site really has exceeded my expectations. I tell you what, they get my seal of approval. You give it 5 minutes of your time, I'm confident they'll win yours too. They're that good.
And not only that, man, they can help you. They can really help you out, dog. If you don't have that much knowledge with ball, and you don't want to go to people about it, man, just go look at the articles that give you some knowledge. They keep up with everything. And like Zip said, it's not just football. You got every sport. Every sport, man. So y'all go check it out. And shout out to Fantasy Dailies.
Not Move Podcast presents Ringside Rewind every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Brought to you by FantasyDailies.com. Have the competition on the edge.
Can you hear me?
We got you.
Okay.
Yeah, I got muted. When the ad happened, I got muted. My computer went on mute. But anyways, Zip, I want to hear your thoughts on the Zilla Fatu's debut.
You know what? Not only was it well, it was totally expected. And I will say this, NXT finds themselves with a really interesting problem right now. You had the debut of Mike Santana not too long ago, which was anticipated, but it was just followed up by an even more anticipated debut. Zilla Fatu has been the hottest name on the indies ever since Jacob Fatu came over. So the question now is, what is NXT going to do, and how long can they have these two down there? It seems like there's a natural fit for Zilla on the main roster, but do they want how far do they want to develop him before he actually makes the transition? Now, as far as the man himself, he's exciting, a whole bunch of power-based moves. He's going to have to differentiate himself from Jacob because they have a lot of similar moves. But I will say Zilla's finishing maneuver is pretty damn sweet. I don't want to spoil it for those who don't know, but for those who do know, it's a really interesting move with respect to his father. So looking forward to see what Zilla's going to be able to accomplish both on NXT and when he gets the call up to the main roster.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, that debut, man, it was one of the most viewed. It was one of the most viewed debuts with 9 million views around social media platforms. Also, on top of that, bro, Zilla is going to be an absolute beast. See, you got to think, right? Jimmy, Jay, they're in their 40s. They still got a couple more years, respectfully. And then, Jacob's also up there in age, man. He's not young. He's not a young chicken, man. But if you look at Zilla Fatu, he's 26, I think. 23, 26, somewhere around there. He's young. He can actually be a future. He can be the future.
I believe he will be. The only thing is that I don't know if he has the charisma of Solo, and WWE loves its charisma. You don't necessarily have to be the best performer if you have charisma, and Solo has tons of it. It'd be interesting to see how Zilla develops and what else can he bring besides the power wrestling.
Well, actually, we'll see that tonight on NXT, man. I can't wait. Can't wait till Zilla comes out, man.
That's the thing, though. I'll be honest with you. I don't think Zilla's going to be down on NXT for long. I know he made that statement that he wants the title, but I don't think he's going to be there long enough for the title, especially after last night on Monday night. I have a real strong gut feeling that he's going to be up on the main roster by Survivor Series.
Oh yeah, we can both agree on that, and like we said that last Tuesday, man. I definitely agree with you on that. That's the whole reason I think he even got signed with. I mean, not the whole reason. Zilla's an absolute freak, but I think that's the reason he got signed now because Survivor Series right around the corner.
I gotta say, I'm 50-50 on that, only because Zilla doesn't have the experience as the other Bloodline members do. So they've been in the industry longer than him when he was brought over. So, even Solo was in the academy for a long time before he came over. Jacob, we know, had been doing the indies for years. Zilla's only been in the industry for a couple of years. So I'm not so sure that they want to bring him up too early. I mean, like I said, there's a natural fit if they do, but I'm not sure it will be in his best interest.
I mean, I can understand that, but like in the same in the same sense, right? If we're speaking on that, you're gonna have to do something because of the others that are getting ready to come over that have already voiced on other, which we'll talk about. Well, not this Thursday, but next Thursday because I work this Thursday. You have Journey, you have Lance and Anoa'i. Like they've already made their statements and signed their contracts for WWE. They haven't made their NXT appearance yet, but I get there's a spot for them. Do we want to move them up that quick? No. But I think with the people coming in, it actually is what WWE is going to do.
I can see that.
Better yourself. They're in no rush to appear, so we'll see. And remember, there
Right.
have been people that have been on the NXT and behind the scenes for years before they got the call up. So with the younger crop of the younger Usos, the other Fatus, and they're all young. I don't see the rush of them being called up.
I don't either. But WWE, as we've said it multiple times, they fumbled the bag a lot.
But that they do, bro. That they do.
I mean, yeah. But I don't think they fumbled with Zilla. I think they grabbed him for AEW good, bro. Because Zilla was going either to AEW or WWE at this point. And I think Zilla wanted to go to WWE. WWE wanted Zilla. So it made perfect sense.
Yeah, so good acquisition. I think he was always going to go to the WWE, but good acquisition. Let's see how they use him, because he definitely has the look and the intensity, but they're going to have to develop more from him.
My question is, because Booker T and him had a feud before he came to the WWE. My question is, do they revive that feud? Do we see Booker T get back to the ring in the WWE and face Zilla Fatu?
Nah. If anything, Booker will probably take shots at him and just say things like, he's had an altercation with him. But Booker's a professional; he gets it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, right? If the WWE wanted to make him a little over, Booker T versus Zilla would be a good match.
I know we're talking about Raw and whatnot, but can we say Santana? I don't care what anybody has to say. Probably has the best promos so far over the last 3-4 weeks.
Them Grayson Waller promos, man.
Nah, bro. Santana on the mic is something different, especially when you're calling out Zilla Fatu.
On NXT, maybe, but if you're talking about in NXT, I would say those are the best two promos I've seen in the past few weeks. Both of theirs.
Yeah, those two go. But UConn, real quick. Well, I'm gonna bring you up to speed on something that we talked about earlier. Our competitors for next week in the trivia wrestling history trivia. We got the JJ Jones community. We got Hot Rod. We got Tom, and we got Texas. Versus us. We got questions for them. You can also throw in some trick questions as well, right? You can be like, who won 2017, 2018, or WrestleMania 28, night 2 main event? Because there wasn't no night 2. Have a nice little fun trivia.
Trust me, I've got one question already cooked up that's gonna get a lot of people.
Yeah, so we need us three, because it's us three versus them three, right? So we need to come up with some questions and all get together, make these questions, and get ready. Because this is going to be a war, man. I'm telling you, they know their history. We know our history. We got this. Let's just say we're not moved. Let's just say we're going to not move. Now, going into Friday Night SmackDown, there's one really huge thing I want to talk about off the rip. Chelsea Green came out and Nick Aldis also came out. Nick Aldis tried to make her relinquish her title. Chelsea Green made him change his mind with she threw in valid points, right? She got her moment, right? She went out there, got the title. Also, Nick Aldis got his moment, and now he's trying to take away her moment and everything. And as she's walking away, Nick's like, Chelsea, wait. The doctors say, I don't give a damn what the doctors say, right? And she comes back in. He gives her the title. Gunther comes out. Right? And at the match, or Chelsea Green, he was going off on Nick Aldis, and Chelsea Green's like, yeah, I won my match at SummerSlam. You didn't. I'm a champion. You're not. So then Gunther gets up in Chelsea's face, and
Robert, you got to fix yourself a little bit. Can't see you, buddy. I see a brick wall.
That's good. Yeah, it's okay, Don. My camera is messed up. I'm looking directly at the camera. So Matt Cardona comes out, and when Matt Cardona comes out, he went to go face Gunther. Him and Gunther, basically Chelsea backed him up, and Gunther antagonized him, and he whooped Gunther's ass. So we're about to get a future match between Matt Cardona and Gunther. How do y'all feel about that? And how do y'all feel about Chelsea being able to keep her title for the next 30 days, and she has to defend it in 30 days?
I'm cool with her having her title, right?
Right.
That's what's needed. But are we really pushing Gunther over by having him retire more people? Let's be real. That's literally what we're about to get. And I see it already. I don't like it. I don't. I'm going to leave it at that.
Zeb, how do you feel about
I
it?
think he's going to retire Matt Cardova. Fact is that even if he did leave WWE, he's huge on the indies. You know what? It made no sense for Chelsea to give up the title anyway. After all, wasn't it the interim title? Well, what happened to the original champ who's not going to be there at all? Oh, that's right. They're injured, and that was going to be an interim title. So my point is, why didn't Rhea have to give up the belt? But you expected Chelsea to? It didn't make any sense. I will say the fact that they did this charade in order to give the belt back to let Chelsea keep the belt does make her a bit more of a face. So, the whole wearing a mask thing, I'm sure she'll do. I'm hoping it really wasn't a broken eye socket, first of all. Seriously, I'm hoping it wasn't that. But I think she'll emerge from this as a mega face. A lot of people like Chelsea, and there's a good reason to.
That's a fact. Chelsea, I'm ready. I'm so happy that she got to keep the title. Because that would have been messed up, dog. Because you got to think, if she would have lost her title and Rhea's keeping her title, how does that make any sense, right? Rhea's out for way longer than Chelsea. Chelsea's gonna be back in 30 days to defend her title, and she's gonna win that match, and she's gonna stay champion. Shout out to Chelsea. Now Matt Cardona's situation, I don't think he retires Matt Cardona. I don't think so. I think
he probably beats him in a match, but
I don't think he'll beat him. But
as a matter of fact, he did beat him in a match. They had the match right after this.
Yep, they did. Matter of fact, Matt Cardona versus Gunther. Did they have the match?
They had the match. Gunther beat him, and that was that. It really wasn't much to say.
Oh yeah, they did. So he's not retiring. He's not retiring Matt Cardona. But Matt Cardona did tap out. And Chelsea Green, just to think, right? Chelsea Green and Gunther had another face-off. What's going on with the Chelsea Green and Gunther face-offs, man?
We'll see, man. You got to think that there's something behind it, so we'll see.
Yeah, there's something weird going on there.
Yeah. So Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair was backstage, and how do you say their names? Tamal. I don't know how to say their name.
Um,
How do you say her name? Somebody. The new girl.
Oh, you're talking about Tatum.
Tatum. Yep. So Tatum was backstage, and she was they opened a door, man, and it was full of candles, bro. That's it's getting creepy. I'm telling you, bro. This is getting dark and twisted, bro. Like
That's her gimmick. She's awesome.
I know.
She's basically Alexa Bliss taken to the extreme. So she's really out there, but she's a really good wrestler as well. I think people are going to enjoy her character, especially when she turns heel. But for right now, the fact that people are kind of undecided and a little shaken of her is a really good thing for her character.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. We have Mello and Baron Corbin, right? And who is that? Oh, that's you. Okay, so we have Mello and Baron Corbin at a match, and Mello lost, man. Of course. I'm telling you, bro. WWE is dropping the ball with Mello. They're 100%.
I don't think they are. I don't think they are, and here's why. I touched a little bit on it this past Thursday, um, of somebody talking about a return to WWE, and this whole Mellow trick and Baron Corbin feud, I think, is going to play into this, especially if he does actually make his return. And I wouldn't be surprised to see if one of these days in the near future we see Trick and Mello back together again as a tag team, going up against Baron Corbin and Dominic Dijakovac. Dijakovac stated this past week on MLW that he's looking to get back to where he was before. This was just a stepping stone. And the fact that him and Baron Corbin formed that tag team in MLW, I wouldn't be opposed to see that carrying over or somehow them playing a role in something up there. I see it.
Well,
I haven't heard anything about Dijak going back to the Fed. However, I haven't heard anything about him going back to the Fed. Maybe he is. I just haven't heard anything about it yet.
He said it in the interview on the show this past Thursday.
Again, I haven't seen it, but I am going to say, as far as Trick, Mello, and Corbin are concerned, to me, we're obviously heading toward a triple threat. We're either gonna give the belt back to Trick, or Carmelo's eventually gonna win it. I'm pretty certain that one of the two is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, I would also like to add in, bro, like, Little Yachty signed a contract with WWE, right? And he's back.
He did.
He is back. And Trick Williams' music hits. Trick Williams at the top of the ramp as Trick Williams is distracting him. Little Yachty hits Baron Corbin with a kendo stick, and basically he grabs the kendo stick from Little Yachty. Little Yachty tries to escape the ring. After he tries to escape the ring, Trick Williams comes up and basically whoops that Trick. That's what he does, man. He took Baron Corbin out, and I think either Trick's going to get that title or Metlo's going to end up getting that title back. I think they still got the fur on it, and I think that's going to be Trick's title back. If not, they would have already changed it. But yeah, that's my take on that. How y'all feel?
Solid, man.
Now that Kevin Owens and CM Punk going back and forth, man. Kevin Owens got some skills on the mic, y'all. Kevin Owens is good on the mic, but CM Punk is one of the best on the mic. But Kevin Owens is cooked. I think Kevin Owens, out of these 3 times we've seen them going back and forth, I think Kevin Owens is up 2-1. I don't even like Kevin Owens. I like him.
You know what? I don't ever really keep count on stuff. I just look to see who has the better overall promos going toward the actual. And I will say, yeah, Kevin Owens has really come with it. Kevin Owens, when he puts himself in a feud and takes the personal approach, is really good. It's much better than the I'm mad Hulk smash Kevin Owens. When he feels like he has a personal interest, he goes about it a different way, and it really brings out the best in him. And this feud, he's been able to cook. Verbally, he's really been able to cook. So I'm very interested to see. I don't think he's going to win, but I do expect it to be a very good match.
Facts. Now another match we had R-Truth and R-Truth / Ron Killings and Damian Priest. It was a triple threat, I'm pretty sure, with the War Raiders, Damian Priest, R-Truth,
and the MFT.
Yeah, the MFTs. And the MFTs took the gold, man. What a celebration, bro. This version of the MFTs, bro, I think they're going to be a problem. I think they're going to take over that tag division. 100%. How do you feel about the MFTs and winning the tag titles?
I think you got to like them, bro. I mean, the fact of the matter is that they needed a change. They have a great look. They are experienced tag members. I really think you could have left this as a one or a regular tag match. I don't think the War Raiders really needed to be involved in it. But props to the MFT. Let's see what they do as a run now that they got Haku coming down to the ring with them. It gives them a little more presence. So yeah, I'm excited for them.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, this is where I think that Samoan dynasty takes a turn, and it's not just focused on the Usos or Roman Reigns. You got somewhere else you can focus it to.
Facts. Now with the man, let's talk about it. Tiffany Stratton versus JC Jane. Let's talk about Fatal Influence. First off, tag team champs, and now JC Jane added the United States title to the fiction, bro. Talk about a fiction coming to take over. They already got the tag team champs, and now the U.S. title from Tiffany Stratton. First off, the match was a great match. Tiffany Stratton did all she could, but at the end, it wasn't enough. No, it wasn't. She lost.
That.
All right. How y'all feel about Fatal Influence? First off,
personally, I don't like them.
I gotta say, they are the future of women's wrestling. Okay, it's not quite their time yet to be on top, but they are definitely on the come up. They are all young. JC Jane is extremely good. So is the one with the cowboy hat. I can't think of her name right now, but she's very good as well. There is a lot of potential within that group. As far as Tiffany Stratton, it's pretty obvious to me that we're going to end up with her turning on Chelsea at some point. Hopefully she doesn't win the title, but because I would like to see Chelsea with a run. So, but it's pretty obvious that is going to be the match that they are going to be going for in the somewhat the near future.
Facts. I definitely agree. I actually think she does take off the title, and then at WrestleMania we get Tiffany Stratton versus Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to end up happening. Now, one of the last things that happened on SmackDown, we had a brawl between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. Now, let me tell you, Randy Orton was whooping that ass, man. But then Cody Rhodes got back up, started hitting, and they kept going back and forth. They even went into the fans area, bro. They were at it, man. I'm ready for Sunday night's main event. I am so ready for that, man. We already got 2 exciting matches on it. You got Braun Breaker versus Oba Femi. Future versus Future. Then you got Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. Bro, they're cooking for the Sunday night's main event.
Oh yeah, they are.
Um,
Still, every
It's to
sorry.
me, this is all going to be carried really by one match. The match is Oba versus Braun. That's the real reason why everybody is tuning in. The other matches are all going to be okay. Oba and Braun is the match. And here's the funny thing is, this is only the beginning for these two. These two are going, as long as they stay healthy and in the WWE, you are looking at 10 to 12 years of these guys going at it to fight to be the number one guy.
Okay, Zip, I agree with you to an extent, right? With that, all right? I agree that this is going to be the biggest match of the night, but you can't take a Randy Orton and a Cody Rhodes match lightly. They're both great in the ring. Then you got, on top of that, you got Alexa. I'm pretty sure this is on Saturdays or Sunday night main event.
That's Sunday night main event, yeah.
But Sunday night's main event, I'm pretty sure this is on there. You got Alexa, the Tatum, and Charlotte Flair versus Jade Cargill, B-Fab, and Michin. That ain't a top-notch match, but it is a top-notch match at the same time.
You know what my issue with that is predictability. I feel like these matches are too predictable.
See, I said that, right? But then I hopped into I went back and watched the last Sunday night's main event. I didn't see it. Or Saturday night. It was Saturday night. Or it might have been Sunday. I can't remember. But I went back and watched it. I tried to predict the matches. I got like half of them wrong. I don't know. I think, honestly, if I would have to say, I say Charlotte Flair and they're going to win. Now watch. They're probably not going to win.
Probably. Because you said something.
Yeah. You just got to throw it out. WWE hears you, man. And they're just going to change the script, man. I'm telling you. It's all changed up, bro, because I said something.
Sounds about right.
I got that much power. No, I'm just playing. Hey, hush. Chill. Now, Monday Night Raw, Stephanie Valkyria comes out. Comes out. And basically, let's Liv know, yo, come out here. I want you. You know, the mic ain't my best part. You know, she said the ring. She said the wrestling. Everybody knows the wrestling is my best part. And she didn't tell no lie. She is a great wrestler. So Liv Morgan comes down to the ring, right? And she invites her in the ring. She doesn't come in the ring. Well, Liv Morgan doesn't come by herself, of course, right? You know, she had to bring Roxanne Perez. She had to bring Raquel Rodriguez. And they all three came to the ring. As they get in the ring, they start jumping her. First, she throws down Liv. Then they start jumping her, Roxanne and Raquel starts jumping her. As they jump her, Becky Lynch comes out, the man, and she's basically helping Stephanie back here. Um, as she's helping her, they end up bumping into each other. Then they get to push match, and they get backstage, and she's like, "Yo, as long as you keep going," Becky Lynch lets her know, "As long as you keep going after that title, I'm your biggest problem." Right? She told her Roxanne Perez is her problem now. Right? And she told her, "Well, as long as you keep going after the title, I'm your biggest problem." And she said, "Good luck on your match. I'm sure it's going to be all along, because Judgment Day makes the playing numbers." How y'all feel about the Becky Lynch and Stephanie?
Becky Lynch is getting her nose involved in something that she doesn't need to be involved in because that's WWE and that's what they like to do.
Oh no, I think Becky being in there is I like Becky in the feud.
It's pointless to have her in that feud.
Why?
Because you're just going to sit there and turn around and have her take it from Vaquer. Or cause Vaquer the match, and then it end up, it's not worth it. It's really not.
But I'm gonna side with UConn on this, but with a slightly different point of agree on this one, and that's this. If the point of Becky Lynch being involved in this is to put over Liv Morgan and Stephanie Valcour, I'm 100% for it. If the end result of this is to put the belt on Becky, then it was a mistake. So it's depending on the role she's involved. I do not believe that she should end up with the world title at this time. Not when you have something kind of interesting brewing between Liv Morgan and Stephanie Valcour. I happen to think that there's a match that we never got there yet. Yes, they've had a match, but there was so much left off the table that we know that they can bring more to it. And I would like to see that match happen.
Yep.
I mean, I think we will. I think I don't think Becky wins it, but I think Stephanie might win. And it will set up a feud between Liv and Stephanie again. But also, what I do think could happen is Liv retains. The Judgment Day betrays her eventually. I think there's still a Judgment Day betrayal coming eventually.
Oh yeah, it's a matter of when, and I'm not in any rush to get there. I'm not.
Me neither. The Judgment Day is pretty damn good.
The only thing I see is them starting a Judgment Day where Vaquer's in charge.
Oh.
So I don't know. I don't know if they go in that direction, but I'd be interested.
So this is a little off topic, but I don't know if y'all watching NXT or not right now. But Santana and Grayson Waller's going back at it right now.
I'm guessing Zilla's going to get involved.
Hey, bro, they cooking. They are cooking, bro. His promos are main roster promos.
You know what? That makes sense. Both of them were main event. One of them was a main eventer. The other one was on the main roster.
Yeah, they're. I'm waiting on Zilla to come out right now. Zilla's probably about to come out in a few minutes.
I don't know. I'm gonna watch the highlights later.
Well, I'm locked in on this. But our next match, we had Javon Evans versus JD McDonough. Javon Evans gets the win, but you know what happens?
Yep, Cass
came out, man.
Cass whooped that ass.
But Javon Evans, as a man, bro, Javon Evans, like, hey, bro, that's all you got? I said, come back. You know what? Javon Evans stepped up with the while he was limping, dog. Jumped over the road, got him. And the only reason Cass won that, bro, and I'll stand 10 toes behind this, bro.
Because Dominic Mysterio is up.
Yeah, Dominic Mysterio, bro. Bro, I tell you what, I love you, but I hate you right now, dog. You got me feeling some type of way after what you did to Javon.
I gotta tell you guys, I enjoy having Big Cass back. I think that there is a place for him in the WWE. Pairing him off with Javon was genius. They're going to have a good match. One thing Cass can do is he can work really well with smaller guys. Javon, being a guy who likes to jump all over the place, can, having a guy like Cass there who can take all of his high risk moves and, successfully shield him. So I expect a banger match out of these two.
Agree. I think it's going to be a great match for sure.
Oh yeah.
Now another match. We had your boy Ray Phoenix went up against I don't know his name, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I think it was El Hijo de Dr. Wagner.
Yes.
No.
Or was it Fisco? It was El Fisco.
It was Fiscal.
Fiscal, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, but it was besides their names, bro. I know Ray Phoenix, but besides their names, both of them in the ring, excellent, dog. Great. I love watching it. Ray Phoenix got the win. Moving on.
Robert, I gotta ask you, you enjoyed that match?
Yeah.
I've gotta say I've been disappointed by these AAA matches so far. And the reason for my disappointment is these matches have all been done WWE style. If your thing is to show off the luchadors, let them have lucha style matches. And they have not done that. So I've been thoroughly disappointed by them.
So what I think they're doing is saving that for Mexico. When they go to Mexico, it's gonna be huge, bro. Definitely, think about it, right? The way they don't mess this whole thing up, right? You let Penta get the opportunity. Hands down, it's either got to be Penta or Ray Phoenix. Hands down. You either put a champion from AAA or you put Penta. It's that simple.
The only reason, bro, they've made it clear as day. Because we already know what's going to happen next week. And I'm telling you, Penta will be going back to Perros de Lima. And he will be facing Roman Reigns for that title.
I think it's pretty clear. I don't know whether he's going to join them, but I felt all along that the whole tournament was set up for him to win.
Yeah, man, I think it's going to be great, man. Now, another match we had Chad Gable versus Rey Mysterio himself. What
excellent match.
This was an excellent. Yeah, exactly, bro. This match, banger, bro. From the storytelling, because they had storytelling in it, bro. They had in-ring excellent performance from Chad Gable, excellent performance from Rey Mysterio. Can we talk about how Rey Mysterio still has it at 50 plus?
He does, man. I mean, the guy's he's him and R-Truth, timeless.
I think they beat Father Time now.
Yeah, they did.
They might have.
Technically, if you're still going at the pace they're going, bro, at that age, you beat Father Time. You definitely beat him. Because honestly, he should have, or not should have, because we see they still got it. But if they were just a normal wrestler, they'd probably be retired by I can't say that because Jey Uso's up there in age too. He's in his 40s. Roman's up
but there's a difference between being in your 40s and being these guys.
Yeah, true.
That's a fact.
That's true.
Let's also consider that for most of their careers, these guys were singles wrestlers, not tag team wrestlers.
That's a fact too.
That's why when it also. I'm not saying that this is his last match. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. But if this is one of the last times we're going to see Rey Mysterio on Raw, it's good to see him have a match like this.
Yeah, facts.
Last thing you want him to do was go out there and get squashed in his last match. You know what I mean? So.
Facts. And it was a great match. And it was a great first title defense for Jack Gable.
It was.
Now, that was the co-main event, but before we get to the main event, because I forgot to start it off with this, man, because I didn't want to. I wanted to talk about all this at once. You know what? Because how Monday Night Raw opened up was funny as hell, man. Jey Uso and Jimmy sitting back there, pew, 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 pew. Come on, Solo. Pew, 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 pew. I'm over here dying laughing. They look at LA Knight. LA Knight looks at Solo. Solo looks at LA Knight like, help me. Right? And he's like, hey. They're like, hey, the Tribal Chief's waiting. Right? And that's
right.
How you up. So I'm like, this is how you open up. I'm like, man, the Tribal Chief is out there waiting, bro. We about to get the Tribal Chief at the beginning. Bro, it's the end of the show. Here comes the Tribal Chief pulling up in his car. I'm like, wait, so you were rushing Solo? Telling him the Tribal Chief was waiting? But the Tribal Chief ain't even got here? What are we doing? And then Roman got in the ring. They started going back and forth. They showed a video. And in the video, Solo and Roman had that tribal combat. Solo lost. And Solo said he would acknowledge him, but he didn't acknowledge him. But in the video, it was like, I acknowledge you. It kept saying, I acknowledge you. It was Solo saying, I acknowledge you. That was pretty funny, man. And then Roman looks at Solo, looks at his wrist. I can't remember exactly what he said, but Solo, he couldn't get Solo like he got LA Knight about the watch. Because Solo's watch was cooking, man. Solo had a fire watch, nice chain, everything. And then
yeah, he did.
Then Jacob gets on top of Solo, starts choking him out and everything, and hit him with the Tom and Death grip. Roman had to tell him enough. And as soon as Roman did that, Jacob stopped. He told Jacob to stop completely. So when Solo went to go, because LA Knight came out to try to help, the Usos and Roman took LA Knight out. As LA Knight got taken out, the Usos held LA Knight, and Solo was supposed to Samoan Spike LA Knight, but nope. He Samoan Spikes Roman Reigns. And after he Samoan Spikes Roman Reigns, basically, Jacob Fatu still standing in the corner with his arms folded over. Like, yep, you told me to stand here. That's what I'm going to do. And then Solo takes out the Usos as well. Guess who's still standing there? Jacob Fatu. LA Knight gets Roman Reigns with a BFT. Guess who's still standing there? Jacob Fatu. LA Knight and Solo goes to walk out the ring. Guess who's still standing there? Jacob Fatu. So, is there tension blowing right there? Or is it just me?
You know what? I'll tell you this. Didn't Jacob do exactly what Roman asked him to do?
I mean, that's
stand down?
Yep. Roman
Well,
got to
then,
do what he asked for.
If you ask the man to stand down until you tell him to, well, he did what you asked.
Exactly.
Now, personally, I think this will eventually lead to Jacob separating from them. But for now, it helps build an interesting story.
Facts. And I think Jacob Fatu is much CTV. Just like, bro, I can't wait until, I know it's going to be fun watching him on NXT, but I can't wait to see him move up to the main roster, bro. Zilla and Jacob, bro, I just got to see him as a tag team one time. That's it. Need one time at least, and then you can have them go for the single goal. I need to see them destroy that tag team division one time.
I'm sure we will.
You there? You still there, though?
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
How'd you feel about the main event?
Well, it's how do I put this into an aspect of not sounding like a asshole? But I see things changing, and I get a lot of them are up there in age, but I don't think Jacob is upset, right? Because Jacob's been named the enforcer. The Usos been named the captains. Who's gonna fill that final void?
Zilla.
But that's the thing. If he fills that final void, I don't know why my head's going this way, but he comes up and fills that final void. I think we could see exactly what you were talking about, but this is where it becomes too heavy on the Samoan aspects of thing and not pushing them the way they should. Is you're going to see a feud of the MFTs and against Jacob and Zilla.
I wouldn't mind that though.
I would, because it'd be too early.
What do you mean, bro? Just Jacob's been here for a while.
I think any thought of Zilla being on the main roster right now is just way too preemptive.
No, I'm not saying it's gonna happen now, bro. We still got weeks before Survivor Series.
Yeah, but even then, I'm telling you, even then, Survivor Series to me, like I get what Zip was saying. Survivor Series to me is just a little bit still too early. Like, yeah, I get it. Have them come up there for that match, but don't put them on the main roster right away. Don't, especially with having the talks of Journey and Lance and Anoa'i, and I forgot who the other two were. We don't need that right now. I think what you'll see in the end is you'll see a feud with Jacob and Roman, and Jacob end up getting Roman's title before Roman disappears again for another year.
And you know what? I just want to add on to what Yukon said, and I need this to be clear. Just because they're coming to the WWE doesn't mean they're all going to make it to the main roster. I do believe Journey actually has the best chance of the crew to make it. The other ones, I'm not sure if they'll do more than make an appearance. I wouldn't expect them to remain on the main roster for any length of time.
Wait, you saying Zilla won't?
No.
We're not including Zilla. I meant out of the other ones. The
Lance and Hawaii, Journey Fatu.
Okay.
There was two more. I forgot.
I got you though.
Yeah, I saw the pictures with the names on it. I just don't recall everybody in it.
No, we got two more things we got to talk about, but right now, JB, cut us the commercials because my computer is not working. I don't think JB's there.
The Not Move podcast is fueled by Dubby Energy. Smooth, jitter-free focus, and flavors that slap. Mango, berry, watermelon. Whatever gets you locked in, they've got it. Hit up Dubby.gg, use promo code NOTMOVED, and snag 10% off your order. Stay not moved, stay energized.
Known but Friday nights, 9 Eastern, it's the Dribble NBA edition on the Not Move podcast. We break down the week, the trades, the highlights, everything around the league. Tap in, chop it up with us, and get the takes that move the game forward. Stay not moved.
The Not Moved podcast drop is here. Snapbacks, hoodies, mugs, stickers, totes, everything you need to rep the convo everywhere you go. Limited run, unlimited style. Tap the link, fill the cart, and
tap into the Not Moved podcast every Friday night at 8 Eastern.
We're bringing the scrap sheet, UFC edition.
Every jab, every takedown, every headline.
All the fights, all the drama, all the picks, right here.
Watch live on YouTube or listen anywhere you get your podcast. Hit follow, hit subscribe.
And stay not moved.
Need some new Not Move drip? The In the Wickets hoodie just dropped. Super soft fleece, heavyweight feel, and the official NMP patch on the sleeve. Tap add to cart, check out, and let us handle the rest. In a couple days, it shows up at your door, ready to rock. Rep the podcast from the couch to the tip.
Every Thursday night, the Not Move podcast drops a new episode of
In the Wickets,
our deep dive on everything around the NHL.
We break down the plays, the trades, the stats, and the stories that matter.
Plus, a few hot takes along the way.
Join us live at 8 p.m. Eastern, or catch it on your favorite podcast app right after.
Same energy, same on.
Tuesday nights just got louder. Ringside Rewind is live every week, 9 Eastern.
We're breaking down Raw, SmackDown, and everything leading into the weekend. If it happens between the ropes, we're talking about it.
Deep dives, hot takes, and a few surprise
and
replays.
a whole lot of arguing.
Yeah, but the good kind.
Ringside
The Orphan Elimination Chamber tee just dropped. Fresh out the box. Look at this.
That print is nasty. Chain link O, silver hit. It's tough.
It's soft too, y'all. Fits right. Little drip for the Elimination Chamber weekend.
We rocking these all season.
If you're part of the Not Move fam, you already know.
Jump on it before it's
Grab
gone.
yours now at Not Move Shop.
Episode of the Not Move podcast is brought to you by the MLB Shop. They have every team's gear, from classic caps to World Baseball Classic hoodies, all official and all ready for game day. Tap the link in our bio to head straight to the shop and snag your favorite merch.
The drop is here. NMP gear built for every day and game day. Hoodies, mugs, and the Coach Common jersey in bold gold. Rep the movement. Feel the energy. Shop new arrivals.
If you're craving baseball talk that doesn't flinch, tap in with us Monday nights at 8 Eastern.
It's the Rusty Mitt MLB edition of the Not Move podcast. Breakdowns, debates, all the swings and misses without the fake fluff.
Join us live or catch the replay wherever you get your pods. Rusty Mitt, not moved. Stay not moved.
Attention Not Move Nation. Our first ever jersey has landed. The NMP by JB Sport Talk collab brings premium mesh, bold gold accents, and that undeniable game day energy. Plus, hoodie drop.
Today's episode of Not Moved is brought to you by Open Goal, the world's #1 backyard goal. If you love soccer but hate chasing balls into the neighbor's yard, this thing is a game changer. Its rebound net sends missed shots right back to you, and the side nets keep your landscaping and your windows safe. It's perfect for kids, for training, or just having fun.
Today's episode of the Not Move podcast is brought to you by Walmart.com. With our storefront in the Walmart app, you can get everything you need. Pick up or have it delivered.
We ordered dinner while recording, and it showed up before we wrapped.
Better Good sweet corn and burrata ravioli.
Nuri protein drinks, even St. Patrick's Day treats.
Walmart.com.
Not Move, fam. Southgate edition just landed and it's fire. Check the tee. Watch out for the skis and the wickets. Hockey stick, cricket wickets, all vibes. We got hoodies, mugs, caps, beanies, whatever you need. Cop yours before they...
At the Not Move podcast, just drop the gear.
Heavyweight hoodies, premium cotton, street ready.
Caps, mugs, and more. Every detail on point.
Whether you're hooping, tailgating, or just repping the pod, NMP fits the culture.
Limited drops. When they're gone, they're gone.
Cop your...
The Not Move podcast presents The Dribble every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Brought to you by FantasyDailies.com. Get the edge on your lineup. Not Move podcast presents The Scrap Sheet every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Brought to you by FantasyDailies.com, where you can get the edge on the competition.
Back, everybody. Real quick,
Not Move podcast presents Ringside Rewind
let's talk
every
about
Tuesday
this.
at 9 p.m.
UConn,
Eastern.
tell me,
brought to you by FantasyDailies.com.
First
Have
off,
the competition on the edge.
Okay, every time that happens, it mutes me for some reason, but it's okay.
That's
UConn, tell me what you like about Fantasy Daily.
What I like about Fantasy Dailies. Let's just put it out there that it's pushing us out to bigger, better things. That's what I like about the Fantasy Dailies, yo. And get more people involved. Like it's making a lot of us more active, and it's a really good fucking thing. Sorry for my language, y'all. But hey, ain't much to say, bro, except for you gotta go test it out on your own.
Facts. So that's FantasyDailies.com. Y'all go check it out, man. Yeah, it's a great site, man. It has everything you can think of, articles, everything. There's even a page for the Not Move podcast you can check out. Now, going in real quick, we got to talk about the wrestler of the week. I'll start us off. My male wrestler of the week is going to no other than Solo Sikoa. Actually, it's going to two people. I don't want to do Solo Sikoa. It's going to Jimmy and Jay. They had me dying for 30 minutes after that segment. That was funny. Now, my female wrestler of the week, Chelsea Green. Who speaks for herself. She destroyed Gunther. Let's say she destroyed Gunther. She made some valid points too. She's champ. He's not. He lost at SummerSlam. She didn't. Valid points. UConn. Wrestler of the week.
Sorry about that. What did you say, Robert?
Who's your wrestler of the week?
Big Cass.
And your
Big Cass. I'm glad he's back.
And your female wrestler?
Female wrestler, and it's only because I like the direction they're going, and she's a better heel than she is a face. Lyra Valkyrie.
Facts. Now, boom.
Holy shit. What a finishing move.
Yeah, you saw that, dog?
That was pretty damn. That was an intense looking finishing move there. Holy crap. Male wrestler of the week. I got two. The first one is somebody that will continue to be the male wrestler of the week. Why? Because this man is a future Hall of Famer and a good friend of the show. I'm talking about the one, the only, the great Unc El Tío Grande himself, Savio Vega. Please go to the YouTube IWA Puerto Rico. You can check him out there, or IWA Wrestling. And they're doing a lot of great things there. It's wrestling stars of now and wrestling stars of the future. You know, if you want to know where these luchadors are going to be coming from, if you want to know where the next stars are going to be made in wrestling, this is where it happens. You know, there's a few young guys down there. I would not be surprised to see them make their way to NXT sometime soon. That's the type of talent we're talking about. As for the other gentleman that I am going to give the wrestler of the week to, it's the person that I believe has the most upside as a face right now. And that is, as a matter of fact, I'm going to change it. I was going to give it to a wrestler, but I'm going to give it to a manager. I am going to give it to Paul Heyman. And the reason why is one of the reasons why Oba and Braun feel so big is the role that Paul Heyman has played. He stoked the fire on this one, giving respect to Oba while antagonizing Braun. It's a really thin ice that he played this on, but he played it to perfection, and his involvement is in one way or the other is going to be crucial. Personally, I think he stays with Braun, but I do think that he does kind of nudge Oba along the way. So it's something that'll only be answered in due time, but yeah, my male wrestler of the week, I'm going with Paul Heyman. For the ladies, I'm giving it to Stephanie Valcour. What can I say, man? I think she's really finding her stride. Welcome back. I think her promos have been on point. The way she stares down Becky seems really intense. There's something about her that's really believable, and I love for wrestlers to be believable. Thanks. So my lady of the week, Stephanie Valcour.
I would love to see some Stephanie versus Lyra. That's for sure.
No, I got to honor.
We'll get it in due time. Believe that, because this character change for Lyra is one of the best things they've done.
Yes.
Now, honorable mention though, I got to give it to Oba, bro. That impression on Braun Breaker that he did was the most funniest. He did it so perfect though. It sounded just like Braun. I thought Braun was talking for a second. Bro, then I realized it was Oba. I was like, oh man, Oba's great. And he was like, yo, I am the future. You know, like we're gonna find out at Sunday night's main event. So I'm ready for Sunday night's main event. Otherwise, y'all, tonight, Zilla Fatu will be at the main event. He will be the main event. How do y'all feel about that? And then this is how we'll end it all.
It's a new appearance. He's not going to lose.
Yeah, he's not going to lose.
Facts. Now,
it's a show. I will say this: it's a showcase for him, and I think he'll pass the test.
Yep.
Facts. Otherwise, y'all, this is Robert, NMP. Shout out to the Not Move Podcast. Everybody can follow everyone with the NMP name. And go follow Roberto Martinez. Zip, let them know. Boombox, let them know where they can find you.
Oh, there we go. Zilla's going to be just signing his NXT contract. I'm sure somebody will come down there to antagonize him and challenge him. Meanwhile, please feel free to find me on TikTok. You can find me at Boombox. Come over, talk wrestling, talk sports. I'm with it. And make sure you go to fantasydailies.com. If you're looking for the best in sports, that's where you want to be. Check them out.
All right, you can't let them know where they can find you, though.
You can find me anywhere sports is at. I'm the encyclopedia for a reason, my guy. Shout out to the NMP Nation.
Yes, sir. Otherwise, y'all, this is Robert. Not Move Podcast with Boombox and UConn. Putting on another banger for y'all. Y'all stay tuned for the next show. We got wrestling trivia against the JJ. Hey, by the way, clip this real quick, JB. Hey, JJ Jones community, calling you out. We called you out. We called out the whole wrestling community, and y'all accepted the challenge. That's cool and all. I just got one big sentence to tell you. This is your warning shot.
Not Move Podcast presents Ringside Rewind every Tuesday.